Spring may be a time for growth and renewal, but a quarterback competition, well, it takes on a life of its own, and it's been known to consume everything in its wake. So naturally, heading into OSU's spring game on Saturday, all eyes were focused on J.W. Walsh, Clint Shelf, and Wes Lunt.
It was a picture-perfect day for the annual spring game in Stillwater. Former quarterback Zach Robinson back in town. Check out the quarterback competition. Early on, true freshman Wes Lunt throws the bullet to junior receiver Charlie Moore, and the 6'2" junior does the rest, racing all the way to the end zone for a 58-yard touchdown. The 6'4" Lunt had a nice day, completing 15 of 23 passes for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not bad for a guy who should be attending his senior prom about now. Meanwhile, Charlie Moore stole the show. Early in the second quarter, it was junior Clint Shelf who tossed a deep ball down the middle of the field where Moore discarded McTavius Jones and pulled in the 39-yard touchdown pass. Charlie Moore sounds like a car dealership, but all he did was make 9 catches for 243 yards and 3 touchdowns. Shelf's not stupid. He would go right back to Charlie Moore in the red zone. This time, Moore would reach back and take the ball away from linebacker DeMarcus Sherrod. From there, Shelf would scramble in from 2 yards out for a touchdown. Justin Blackman, who's this Charlie Moore guy? Shelf, 6'1" junior from Enid, had a pretty good day as well, completing 18 of 31 passes, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, and running for 1. Let's not ignore the defense completely, though. Here, Cooper Bassett swallows up Shelf. Defense combined for 8 sacks, 12 passes broken up on the day. So how did the third quarterback in this equation do? J.W. Walsh? Well, he did very well. Here he finds sophomore receiver Kevin Johnson wide open for a 70-yard bomb. No idea how a guy gets that wide open. Johnson had 3 catches for 95 yards. Then, the 6'2" Walsh finds the other Moore. Yeah, he didn't used to be the other Moore. The one you heard of before Saturday as Tracy Moore. 6'2" senior from Tulsa Union makes a nice adjustment, floats into the end zone for the 41-yard touchdown. Tracy Moore caught 4 passes for 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. J.W. Walsh finished 16 of 27 for 310 yards and 2 touchdowns. Afterwards, Mike Gundy talked about this crazy quarterback competition.
There's 3 guys out there, and none of the 3 have ever played or have any experience when the game counted. And so the discussions took place. We were very open with them prior to the start of the spring that this is the way we were going to do it, so everybody understood what was going on. And then at the end of spring, we wanted to name a starter. And so if the freshman's the best one, then so be it. He's the guy that plays.
I mean, there is an eyeball test, to everything, right? I mean, you look at something and you just have to be careful, of rushing to judgment without watching the tape, There's a lot of beautiful girls out there with terrible personalities, and so if you get that part of it. So we'll have to see once we see the tape, so.
I have no idea, whatever. I'll be fine with whatever. I really want to be the starter, and I think, I did a pretty good job this spring, and whatever happens, happens. We're all friends, and J-Dub had a great spring, Wes had a great spring, so we'll just have to see what happens.
I feel like I came out and performed at my best today. I feel like today was my best day by far for the spring, and I'm fortunate for that, and I have a lot of guys to thank for that. A lot of those receivers were making plays. A lot of the linemen were blocking. Running backs were, they were running. I mean, I got a lot of people to thank for the way I played today, and for the way our offense played. It was a great day.
There's been a lot of special teams, trying to get in there when I can. Constantly working, having a good time, enjoying the guys, and just hoping everything will fall into place. I've kind of introduced myself to the coaches this spring, but it was fun to put it all together in front of the fans today.
Well, I've been saying that he was going to be an All-American since the first day of spring. I was like, that's a future All-American right there, and it doesn't surprise me at all. So I think he's going to be great for us this year. Because just what he was doing today, he's been doing it, so we weren't surprised or anything. He's been doing that the whole spring, so I'm not surprised that he's going to have a great year.
Oh, me and Charlie are definitely brothers. We're really close. We came in together. We all came on our visit together and everything, and we kind of been working together. He has some strengths that I don't have, and, I got some strengths that he don't have, so we kind of help each other out and stuff, and, it played out today.
Charlie Moore's a beast. He was a beast this spring. I'm glad to see that everyone saw this. You talk about a kid does everything right, never has anything bad to say. He's one of the kids in the locker room everyone loves, so it's just nice seeing him, you know, come out and just break out in this game, and hopefully he has a heck of a season this year.
It's not going to look like Brandon Wheaton was out there early in the season now. I mean, we could play really well, and we expect to win games, but you're talking about a really special guy, a guy that, in my opinion, still should go in the first round, and if he doesn't, whoever doesn't take him is going to be sorry. I mean, he's just different. He's special. So the point is, whether it's Wes, JW, or Chelf, those guys are going to have to get acclimated and get adjusted, and as was mentioned earlier, the rest of the guys are going to have to carry them along until they get that experience.
Mike Gundy made it clear that once a starter is announced, that player will get the lion's share of snaps, which should make for a quick progression, which leads us to believe it'll be one of the freshmen, either J.W. Walsh, the redshirt freshman, or true freshman Wes Lunt, who will be announced as the starting quarterback when Gundy supposedly makes the announcement on Wednesday. Reporting from Boone Pickens Stadium, David Fontenot, News OK Sports.